for hosting the 4-7 Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins in a Steuben County League boys matchup. Thank you so much for joining us on WLEA.net and with Ustream.tv in the Rams radio network. Should be an interesting game here tonight. A pretty similar matchup in regards to stats and in regards to record and standings. Kind of a interesting mid-season game coming in with Steuben County standings. As we look at the standings on the boys' side, Addison right now is 10-0. They are number 1 in Steuben County, 5-0 in league. Then it's Prattsburg, who's 9-0, 5-0 in league. Avoca, they are 10-0, 4-0 in league. Then you have a clump of 3 2-3 teams in Steuben County. Campbell-Savona, 3-9, 2-3 in league. Canisteo-Greenwood, 4-7, 2-3 in league. Alfred-Almond, 5-4, 2-3 in league. Now, Canisteo-Greenwood has already lost to Campbell-Savona this season, hence why they're in the 5th position behind Campbell-Savona. So this game, really a big game in regards to jockeying for that 4th position in Steuben County. Now, they are regular season champs, but we all know the excitement of the frantic February finish with sectionals, but the Steuben County League tournament. You want to get into that top 4 because you get to host a home game in the first round of the county tournament. So a big game for both of these teams when you look at it from that standpoint, because they want to be able to get into that 4th seed. And right now, clearly, it looks like Addison, Prattsburg, and Avoca, they're on a level right now of their own, in their own little group. And those 3 teams have not played each other yet. Avoca Prattsburg will play next Tuesday. That'll go a long way of deciding the number 1 seed in Steuben County tournament. And then, of course, the winner of that, then they'll play Addison, and probably the winner of the Prattsburg-Avoca game, then the winner of whoever and Addison probably will be the 1 seed in Steuben County. Then you have that second level of teams, Campbell-Savona, Canisteo-Greenwood, and then Alfred-Almond. After Alfred-Almond, in 7th place is Bradford. They're 3-5, 1-3 in the league. JT in 8th. They're 7-4, but only 1-3 in league. Artport-Canasrega is 9th. They're 3-7, 0-3 in league. Hammondsport 1-8. They're 0-4 in league. And right now, sectionally wise, Canisteo-Greenwood is 8th in Class C1, while Alfred-Almond is 7th in Class D1, if you just kind of want to look ahead and see where you sit when it comes to sectionals. But still a lot of basketball to be played, of course. They play, 18 regular season games when it comes to the tournament and everything. So still a little bit of time in the regular season, with these teams only being at 9 games for Alfred-Almond and 11 games. So you're just over the halfway mark here for the season for these 2 teams. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll give you the key players to look for here in tonight's game, so some statistics, and we'll get you set for tip-off. You're listening to high school basketball on WLEA.net.
At Simmons Rockwell, your pre-owned vehicle superstores, you'll find these previous rental savings. 2017 Jeep Patriot Latitudes with heated front seats, 17-inch alloy wheels, cruise control, and 32,000 to 37,000 miles for only $12,999. See more savings online at Simmons-Rockwell.com and shop the Simmons Rockwell dealership near you.
Get your child braces from Salmon Orthodontics, Cornell and Wellsville. They're happy to help bring you this game. Dr. Marlon Salmon and Dr. Deborah Desaw and their staff will look after your child's teeth and braces and get those teeth straightened. Get your child braces from Salmon Orthodontics, Hornell and Wellsville. They're happy to help bring you this game. Dr. Marlon Salmon and Dr. Deborah DeSaw and their staff will look after your child's teeth and braces and get those teeth straightened. Salmon Orthodontics in Hornell and Wellsville. In Wellsville on South Main Street and in Hornell on Broadway. To see the kinds of braces they offer and all they can do for your children's teeth, visit them online, salmonorthodontics.com.
And we are back to the Countdown to Tip-Off pregame show. And let's bring in my partner tonight, Tanner Saunders. So the Redskins coming into tonight's game off of a loss on Monday night at Bath Haverling, 60-44. You got a chance to see this Canisteo-Greenwood team at Haverling Monday night. I think you've seen them once already this year. Yep. What did you take away from that game on Monday night and that 60-44 loss at Haverling for the Redskins?
Well, you hate to see it for them losing, but they were down as many as 18 points at one point in the second quarter, and then by the end of the third quarter of that game, they brought that deficit down to 4, and they did that a number of ways. They forced a lot of Ram turnovers. They got a lot of wide open looks in transition. They couldn't finish on all of them, but they got the looks that they wanted, and yeah, that was it. So they played good on defense. They couldn't finish it off, but it was impressive that they were able to cut down that deficit. On the road, they have struggled a little bit this year. They're 1-5 on the road. Their season average in scoring is 52.9. Points allowed on the season is 56.7. But when on the road, their scoring dips to 46.3 points per game, and points allowed goes up to 60. So they have to lock in on both ends of the court tonight and clean some of that up. But if they can do that, they showed for a stretch in that Rams game that they can make it an interesting game.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we look at the players to watch here tonight for the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins, they're led by Brennan Baker. He's averaging 16.3 points per game. He has 179 points on, 179 points on the season. Then it kind of drops off. You kind of go to 8.8 points by Hunter McCaffrey on the season. Then you've got Blake Updike at 7 points. For the Alfred-Almond Eagles, they are led on this team by Bloom. He's averaging 13.5 points per game. Little is averaging 11.3. Guthrie 10.7. And then you've got Patterson with 1.2, 1.4 for Margison as well. And I think you hit a good point that they've struggled on the road, have the Redskins. Meanwhile, Alfred-Almond has been a road warriors. They're 2-1 here at home. They've not played a lot of games here at home, so it's probably nice for the Eagles to be back here and be back at home. So that'll be a thing to watch. How can the Redskins play on the road? Another concern for the Redskins is they shoot a lot of three-pointers, Hunter. They've shot 173 pointers. They've only made 50. That's under 30%. They like to shoot the three, but if you're not hitting it and you're below 30, that can burn you.
Absolutely. And another thing, you were talking about some Alfred-Almond stats. I have some also. Davon Bloom is averaging 13.6, 10 rebounds per game, also 2.6 steals and 3.7 blocks. So he has done it on both ends of the floor. Their last game against Whitesville, he had almost a triple-double, 9 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals, and 11 blocks. You don't see those very often, especially with blocks, so they're going to have to keep an eye out for him. Little also is averaging 11.4, 8.6 rebounds a game, 1.7 steals and 2 blocks. That's one thing that I noticed about this Alfred-Almond team. They're averaging 10.8 steals a game and 6.2 blocks. So this is a very good defensive team. Canisteo is going to have to take good care of the basketball tonight.
All right, let's do our national anthem right now.
Here tonight to honor America by performing our national anthem is multi-platinum reprise recording artist, Mr. Josh Groban.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we are just about ready for tip-off. A great local rendition here as well of the national anthem at the Eagles' Nest. Alfred-Almond, they're 5-4, 2-3 in league. The visiting 4-7 Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins, they are 2-3, and it is time for the tip.
And here we go. It's taken by Canisteo. Rocky Santiago has it, and he passes down underneath the basket. Updike immediately has the first 2 points of the game. That's the tallest player on the court right there at 6'4", Blake Updike, and he gets the first points of the game. Now here comes Alfred-Almond moving the ball around on the perimeter. Immediately we're going to have a three-pointer by Dylan Guthrie. The shot won't fall, and it will be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Evan Amadon will inbound to Rocky Santiago, and he will bring it up past the timeline. Santiago looking, he's going to pass it off to the right wing. Looks like that's Amadon now back up top to the key to Santiago. Dribbling, tries to get it to Updike, but it's knocked away. Brennan Baker comes up with it. Now at the top of the key, here's McCaffrey on the drive, and he is met at the rim, but it appears he was fouled. Isaac Little met him up top. And the refs here are going to sort things out. McCaffrey was fouled, so he will go to the line for the game's first free throw attempts.
Canisteo is 13-2 in the last 15 meetings with Alfred-Almond, winning 9 in a row going back to 2011. They are 6-2 here at the Eagles' Nest in those last 15 games.
And they're off to a good start here as Hunter McCaffrey knocks down both free throws to put the Redskins up 4-0 early now. Dylan Guthrie's going to bring the ball up court for Alfred-Almond. He passes it over to Davon Bloom over to the left wing. Now to the left corner, it's Guthrie trying to move the ball around, and Arnold St. Fard could not control that one out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover on Alfred-Almond. Back to Canisteo we go. Here is Rocky Santiago, gives it to Brennan Baker on the left wing. Now up top to Hunter McCaffrey, looking for a cutting Updike. Updike to the rim, and he gets it to go. Blake Updike has 4 points already on the night. Good start for him. And now back in the hands of Alfred-Almond, looking toward the elbow. That shot no good. Rebound by Canisteo-Greenwood. Amadon is going to bring it up past the timeline. Now he's going to zip it over to the left wing to Hunter McCaffrey. McCaffrey finds Brennan Baker. Can't find anything he likes. Now he's going to dribble out to the three-point line. That shot won't go. And offensive rebound, Amadon. McCaffrey now on the right wing, wide open, and he knocks down the three-pointer. We talked about their three-point shooting woes, but those have been no such thing tonight. As Hunter McCaffrey knocks down the three, it's 8-0. Slow start for Alfred-Almond. Now here's Davon Bloom. He's going to pull up for a three of his own. That won't go. Rebound Santiago, and the Redskins are off in transition. Santiago going to take it to the rim, and no good. Looked like he might have gotten swatted there by Bloom, but now Bloom's going to get a steal here, and Bloom taking off in transition. He finds Guthrie out on the wing. Now they try to move it down to St. Fard. Back to Guthrie. And he's going to pull up from 3. And that one rolls off the rim. Rebound St. Fard. His putback won't go. Brennan Baker gets the rebound, and they're off in transition again. Amadon finds McCaffrey under the rim, and he gets it to go. Hunter McCaffrey hit a three-pointer earlier there. That's his second bucket of the game. He's got 5 points, and the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins are off to an impressive 10-0 start.
And McCaffrey is the third best three-point shooter on the team. Freeberg is number 1. Baker is number 2. And then McCaffrey, who just hit a three-pointer just a few seconds ago, is third. 31% coming into tonight, 14 for 45. When you look at rebounds, they have 212 defensive rebounds, 58 offensive rebounds. So that's 270 rebounds total for the Redskins. 78% of the rebounds coming on the defensive glass. So I'm sure Coach Hoyt in his first year here at CG would like to see his team clean up on the offensive glass a little bit. A little bit of a homecoming for Coach Hoyt. He was here for 7 years in the late 2000s as the boys varsity coach.
Yes, and now here we go. Alfred-Almond has the ball on the right wing. It's Davon Bloom. He finds Guthrie in the right corner. Guthrie looking, gives it back up top to Bloom at the top of the key. Bloom trying to find some breathing room. He's having trouble controlling the ball. Now over to the right wing to Guthrie. Tried to go behind the back, but he turns it over. McCaffrey gets it, and now they turn it right back over. That's St. Fard with the steal, and he's going to bring it up for Alfred-Almond. Now up to the top of the key, Davon Bloom. Over to the left wing, Guthrie. Guthrie gives it back up top to Bloom. Holding it back to Guthrie. He thought about shooting it. He's going to drive. Little floater, and it is no good. Rebound Baker, and he's going to bring it across the timeline for the Redskins. Gets it up court to Blake Updike. Updike is going to look like get fouled, and it's going to stay with the Redskins.
If you're listening and not able to watch, Redskins in their road red unis, red uniforms, red shorts, the white numbers, white Redskins across the chest with the red and black trim. Alfred-Almond in their home white unis with the purple and gold number and trim.
Amadon mid-range jumper won't go. The rebound taken by Bloom. And now on the drive, it is no good, but the follow by Isaac Little gets fouled again, and his shot won't go, but he will. Yes, they're going to send him to the free throw line, so Isaac Little will have a chance to put Alfred-Almond on the board for the first time tonight. Isaac Little, the second leading scorer on this team, averaging 11.4 points per game, and his first free throw won't go. He's also averaging 8.6 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1.7 steals, and 2 blocks per game. So Isaac Little, a pretty good two-way player for them. And he's going to size up the second free throw. That one falls, so Alfred-Almond on the board for the first time tonight. Thanks for Little. Now Canisteo taking off in transition. Santiago finds McCaffrey. Little jump shot there. It's good. And now Little, slow to get up. Being helped up there, getting up a little gingerly, but he's going to make his way down the court as it's a 12-1 lead for the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins. Great start for them. Here's Davon Bloom. He's going to bring it across the timeline to the top of the key. To the right wing, finds Guthrie. He's going to dribble over to the right corner. Now back up top to Bloom. Bloom surveying. He's going to find St. Fard over on the left wing. Now back up top to Bloom. Being guarded by Santiago. Bloom looking to drive. He's going to kick it back out to Little. Over to the corner. That's Jonas Kays. Now Bloom's got it on the wing. The right wing. Step back three-pointer. No good. Rebound Brennan Baker. And he will bring it up for the Redskins. Amadon has it. Now back up top to Baker. He's got a lane. He's going to take it in. That one off the rim. Rebounded by Davon Bloom. He's going to get it up the court to Guthrie, and he is fouled there, looks like, much to the dismay of the crowd. And it's going to stay Alfred-Almond ball. Still 12-1 with 3:33 left in the first quarter. Guthrie will inbound it here for Alfred-Almond. And he was trying to get it to St. Fard, but they turn it over. The ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be the third Alfred-Almond turnover of the night. And now here comes Rocky Santiago bringing the ball across the timeline for the Redskins. And he's going to get a screen at the top of the key from McCaffrey. Santiago on the drive, kicks it out to Baker. Brendan Baker's going to drive in, and he is blocked, but Santiago gets the offensive board. And the ball goes out of bounds there, but it's going to stay Redskin ball. Now Blake Updike is going to come out of the game. He scored the first 4 points of the game, and Mike Knight will check in for him. Brendan Baker is going to take a three-pointer. That one won't go. Offensive rebound, Amadon. He kicks it out to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to drive baseline. Floater is good. Hunter McCaffrey, what a start for him. He's got 7 points, including a three-pointer here in this first quarter, as the lead is extended 14-1. Slow start here for Alfred-Almond. St. Fard has it on the wing. Now they get it to Jonas Kays. And he tries the little skip pass to Guthrie. He's got it in the right corner. He's going to drive. Guthrie is blocked, but a foul. Little contact there on the shot. Guthrie will head to the free throw line for his first 2 cracks from the charity stripe.
And kind of a surprise. I mean, defense has not been the strong suit of the Redskins this year. You know, Alfred-Almond coming into, this game averaging almost the same amount as Canisteo-Greenwood, but as you said, off to a slow start.
And Dylan Guthrie knocks down the first free throw there. And he knocks down the second, so Dylan Guthrie knocks down 2 free throws. That'll make it 3-14, 2:48 left. The Redskins sitting pretty here after 1. Inbound, and Mike Knight is going to bring it up for the Redskins. Knight gives it to Baker. He's got it on the left wing. He's going to try and drive. Now he's going to find Santiago, who wanted to pull up there, but he's going to pick up his dribble. He kicks it out in the corner to Freeberg, and his shot won't go. Now going the other way is Alfred-Almond. Bloom's got it. He's going to drive inside, and his little floater is good. Won't go. Rebound taken by Mike Knight, and Mike's going to give it up to Baker. And now he forces it up court there to Hunter McCaffrey. He's got it on the left wing. Gives it up to the top of the key to Brendan Baker. Baker being guarded by Davon Bloom. Now they give it to Freeberg. Santiago cuts to the rim and finishes. Rocky Santiago, nice cut there to the rim, and he's got his first 2 of the ball game.
The last 2 games for Alfred-Almond, they beat Whitesville 54-19, and before that 50-19 Friendship. So they held their opponents to under 20 the last 2 games and scored over 50. But tonight, early on, it's a totally different thing.
Yes, very good defensive team, and Jonas Kays there made a shot, but it won't count. So Canisteo-Greenwood will get possession here. Baker inbounds to Santiago, who's done the majority of the ball handling in this quarter. He's going to be guarded by St. Fard, another good defender on this team. McCaffrey finds a cutting Baker, pumps, and is blocked by Davon Bloom. Now here's Bloom. He's going to take off in transition. Whistle, and Davon Bloom travels. So it'll be right back to Canisteo. That's the 4th Alfred-Almond turnover of the quarter. Here's Mike Knight inbounding to Santiago, who will bring it up to the top of the key, guarded by St. Fard.
Bloom is good for 2.5 blocks per game.
That's right, very good defender. Now here's Freeberg. Long 2 goes. Austin Freeberg, his first 2 of the game. 18-3, Canisteo-Greenwood. Now here's Guthrie, step back 3, and he knocks it down. What a shot by Dylan Guthrie. Offense has been hard to come by here in this first quarter for Alfred-Almond, but Guthrie has 5. Now here's Santiago, pick and roll between him and Knight. Santiago kicks it out to Baker at the top of the key. Baker, 1 dribble pull up, won't go. Rebound by Davon Bloom, and he will bring it up for Alfred-Almond, being guarded by McCaffrey, and his pass is tipped, and now it's taken away. Baker, fight for the ball between Kays and Baker, and they're going to be tied up here, jump ball. We'll see who gets possession. And now Updike is going to check in for Hunter McCaffrey for the Redskins. It looks like it's going to stay Alfred-Almond ball. Ref's trying to, yes, here's Guthrie. He's going to inbound. Here's Arnold St. Fard, kicks it over to the right wing to Davon Bloom. Back up top, St. Fard moving the ball around. Over to Bloom. Long 2 is no good. And here is Kays trying to save it, but he ends up turning it over there, hitting it out of bounds, so it'll be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Santiago gets the inbound from Knight, and will bring it up slowly. 23 seconds remaining. Now he's going to find Updike. Wide open under the rim. Updike tries to go up. It looks like his shot's blocked. Davon Bloom has it, and he looks like he turns it over. Going to be Canisteo ball, much to the dismay of the Alfred-Almond sideline.
First-year head coach, Brian Marlotte. He's been around the program, though, for 10 years, so familiar with the kids, the school, the program, but in his first year leading the varsity.
Wasn't too happy with that call here. Now Baker's going to try and get it over the head of Santiago. He's able to go in the backcourt and save it. Being pressured by St. Fard, but he gets it into the front court in time. Now Santiago gets a screen from Mike Knight. Here's Santiago on the drive. And it appears though he is fouled. And he will inbound. It's going to stay Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Santiago inbounding. And he kicks it to Mike Knight here in the left corner. Long two won't go. Baker, no, Updike corrals the offensive rebound. Updike, pull-up jumper, no good. Kays throws it up, but that one won't go. So at the end of one, it is 6 Alfred-Almond and 18 for Canisteo-Greenwood.
We'll be back with second quarter action on WLEA.net and the Rams Radio Network.
The Sports Fanatic in Hornell. When you walk or drive by the Sports Fanatic on Main Street, Hornell, you see a window display that draws attention. The best of sports fans all stop into the Sports Fanatic. Come on. The Sports Fanatic in Hornell. When you walk or drive by the Sports Fanatic on Main Street, Hornell, you see a window display that draws attention. The best of sports fans all stop into the Sports Fanatic. Come on in and pick up one of their well-known and popular local sports shirts. The Sports Fanatic, Main Street, 324-7398. 324-7398 for the Sports Fanatic, a proud sponsor of the Hornell Dodgers.
When your team takes the field or court, they know they can count on the support of their coaches, staff, and fans in the stands. When you need someone to watch your back in matters financial, count on the hometown team at Steuben Trust. At Steuben, our rural roots keep us in touch with the unique needs of our rural region we serve. We offer a full line of financial services managed by local decision makers. Stop by a branch near you to see all that we have to offer. Steuben Trust Company, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And here we go. We are back. Play has resumed in the second quarter. Alfred-Almond has it. Here's Josh Guthrie dribbling around at the top of the key. Now he's going to pull up from mid. No good. Shot won't go. Tipped out. Rebound taken by Freeberg. And Santiago's got it. They're off in transition. Santiago being pressured there, but calms down. Now here in the corner is Updike. He's going to take a long two. Missed everything. Mike Knight offensive rebound, and he has it stolen by Guthrie. And now Guthrie will bring it across. He's got it at the top of the key. Freeberg went for the steal, but Guthrie gets it back on the drive. No good. Rebound taken by Mike Knight. He gets it to Santiago, who will bring it up for the Redskins. And he gets it across the timeline. Now they kick it to Freeberg. In the corner is Brendan Baker for a three. He won't go. And the rebound, Santiago couldn't save it. It's taken away by St. Fard, but it appears as though, yes, he did step out of bounds, so Canisteo will maintain possession. And looks like Freeberg will be the inbound man for Canisteo-Greenwood. Jonas Kays comes back into the game for Alfred-Almond. And Davon Bloom is going to take a seat on the bench here to start the second quarter also for them. Here's Santiago. Brendan Baker has it at the top of the key. He kicks it over to the left wing to Freeberg. And now Freeberg at the top of the key has Updike. Updike gives it to Santiago and screens for him. Santiago has got it at the top of the key. Baker whips it over to the right wing. Hunter McCaffrey, his three won't go. Offensive rebound, Updike. And Updike kicks it back out to McCaffrey, who finds Baker underneath the basket, but that pass is just a little over his head. He can't corral it. Turnover number 2 of the game for Canisteo-Greenwood. And now Guthrie will inbound for Alfred-Almond. Gets it to Jonas Kays. Little full court press by Canisteo-Greenwood. Trying to keep that same aggressiveness on defense that they had in the first quarter. And they pick Guthrie's pocket. Freeburg in transition. Good contest by St. Fard. That shot won't go. Now a fight for the ball. And it's going to stay Canisteo-Greenwood ball there. We had players diving on the ground trying to save it, but it was last touched by an Eagle, so it will stay Canisteo-Greenwood possession. Santiago's going to be the inbound man. Still 18-6 with 6:16 left here in the second quarter. Great start for Canisteo-Greenwood. And Santiago's going to throw it up to the top of the key. Baker, one dribble pull-up, and it is no good. That was a three-pointer. Rebound taken by Isaac Little, who gives it to Jonas Kays. Now Kays has it on the right wing. He's going to drive. Kays' layup is good. High off the glass. Jonas Kays. Good finish for him. That's his first points of the ball game. The 10th grader there knocking it down. Now Canisteo-Greenwood has it. Santiago's got it at the top of the key. He passes it over to the right wing to Freeburg. Back to Santiago. Now over to the left corner to Baker. Dribbles up to the wing. Finds Hunter McCaffrey there just inside the free throw line. And he was trying to throw a pass to Updike, but he will turn it over. Third one of the game for Canisteo-Greenwood. It'll be Alfred-Almond ball. And Davon Bloom is going to check in. St. Fard comes out. And Guthrie, the inbound man. He gives it to Davon Bloom. He's going to take his time here, getting it up court. More full court pressure. Bloom finds Isaac Little, who's going to drive inside. Layup goes. Isaac Little made one free throw earlier in the game, but now he's got a two-point basket there. Now Freeburg is going to pull up for three. Missed everything, but the ball is last touched by Kyle Margison of Alfred-Almond, so it will stay Canisteo ball, and it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. So 5:19 left in the second quarter. It is 18-10 with Canisteo-Greenwood on top. We talked a little bit pregame about Canisteo's defensive woes at home, allowing about 60 points per game on the road, but so far it's been an impressive start for them defensively. A lot of shots haven't fallen for Alfred-Almond, but they've been contesting well. Canisteo-Greenwood has, and pulling a lot of full court pressure, forcing turnovers. Alfred-Almond has 7 turnovers to this point, so great job defensively by Canisteo-Greenwood. You like to see that intensity from them.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like almost a totally different team. Obviously, they scored 44 points on Monday night at Haverling, a B school, with Canisteo being a C school, but already having 18 here and out to a good defensive start, giving up 60 the other night, but holding the Eagles to only, 10 points here, almost halfway through the second.
And Rocky Santiago, long two, won't go. Rebound taken by Alfred-Almond. Now here's Bloom racing down the right side, throws up a layup, won't go, missed everything, but he saves it. Too late. It appears as though he's out of bounds. So that's turnover number 8. Santiago will inbound it, and he will bring it up court as Freeburg gives him back the ball. Santiago's got it at the top of the key, and he throws it up to the right wing to Baker. Now to the left wing is Santiago, dribbling around at the top of the key, gets it up to the high post to McCaffrey. McCaffrey, one dribble, floater, in and out, and that one will stay with Canisteo-Greenwood, last touched by an Alfred-Almond Eagle. And now Austin Freeburg is going to check out Amadon. Evan Amadon has checked back in, the 5'11", 11th grader guard. And now Santiago's got it in the left corner. Baker now has it and gives it to the top of the key, McCaffrey. McCaffrey on the drive, he's stripped by Guthrie, but a foul. And it looks as though they're going to send Hunter McCaffrey to the free throw line. This will be his first 2 free throw attempts of the game. Hunter McCaffrey was their leading scorer, I believe, from that last game against the Rams. His first free throw is up and good. The 6'1", 9th grader, McCaffrey, makes it 19-10 in favor of Canisteo-Greenwood.
Yes, McCaffrey had 14 points on Monday night. Baker had 13. Amadon had 5, night 4 on Monday.
So you like to see that. Hunter McCaffrey, their leading scorer from that last game, getting hot. He misses the second free throw, though. And now Davon Bloom's got it headed back the other way. Finds Guthrie on the left corner, and then what a pass inside by Guthrie to Isaac Little. And he will get the deuce. That's 5 points on the game for Little. Makes it 12-19. Now Santiago's got it at the top of the key. Over to the right wing, he's got Amadon, who gives it to the elbow to Blake Updike. Now Santiago on the drive, kicks it to Amadon. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound fought for, and it is taken by Alfred-Almond, and a foul. It will be Alfred-Almond ball. Guthrie will inbound for them. As St. Fard is looking to check in. He will for Jonas Kays. That's another unsung hero defensively for this Alfred-Almond team is August St. Fard. He's averaging 4.8 points per game, 2.7 rebounds, along with 2.7 steals. And right there, speaking of steals, Blake Updike comes up with it as they were trying to, Alfred-Almond was trying to force a pass into the front court. Now Santiago's got it on the left corner, back up to the left wing to Baker. Baker pulls up from inside the free throw line, no good. Rebound is fought for. Brennan Baker looks like comes up with it, but the ref's going to call a foul on Baker as he was getting the rebound. So Guthrie will inbound. It'll be Alfred-Almond ball.
You got to be a little happy if you're Coach Marlotte. You didn't get run out of the gym. You were down early, 10-0, then 18-6. It's now 19-12, so you're on a 6-1 run if you're the Eagles.
And Guthrie there on the left wing tries to get a pass under the basket to Isaac Little. It won't go, but it was last touched by a Redskin, so it'll stay Alfred-Almond ball. They get it out to Little at the top of the key, and it is ripped away by Amadon. Wow, that was quite the play, but unfortunately he made contact there. It'll be a foul. It's going to stay Alfred-Almond ball.
As Tanner mentioned, Redskins struggling on the road, 2-5. Alfred-Almond 2-1 here at home. The Redskins 2-4 against teams 500 or better. Alfred-Almond 5-4 here tonight. Alfred-Almond 4-0 against teams sub 500. Redskins are 4-7.
And Santiago gets a good job getting his hand in the passing lane, but blocked from behind by Davon Bloom as he tried to get off in transition. But the follow goes to Canisteo-Greenwood. I apologize, I did not see who got the follow, but they did get the offensive rebound and putback. It's going to be 12-21 with 3 minutes remaining in favor of the Redskins. Guthrie finds Bloom. He had to sky up for that ball. Reverse is good. Davon Bloom with his first points of the game. He's been active on defense, but that's his first points offensively. Now Santiago's got it on the right wing. To the right corner, Amadon then quickly into the post. He finds Knight. Back up top to Santiago. Knight screens for him. Santiago pick and roll. Works to perfection. Mike Knight to the rim. His first 2 points of the ball game. Now Guthrie gets it to St. Fard to Bloom down the right side. He gets it up court quickly, and that's going to be a three-pointer, looks like, for Isaac Little. Won't go. And a foul is committed by Alfred-Almond. It'll be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. 2:23 left. It's 14-23 in favor of the Redskins. And Mike Knight, who just had that nice finish underneath the rim on the pick and roll, will inbound. We've got a substitution. It's going to be Corey Barker coming in for Brennan Baker. But now here's Santiago bringing it across to the front court. He finds the newly checked in Barker on the right wing. Now Santiago over to the left wing, Amadon. And it is stolen, it looks like, but Santiago gets it right back. And now he's going to drive down the middle. Santiago finds Updike, trying to post up. Updike, no good, but he is fouled there on the left baseline, trying to get the bucket, but he's able to draw contact there, and we'll go to the free throw line. Blake Updike, the tallest player on the court, if I'm not mistaken. No, Davon Bloom is also 6'4", but Blake Updike 6'4" also, and he put that 6 feet 4 inches to good use there as he goes up strong and is fouled, knocks down the first free throw.
I feel like Bloom plays a little bit more out front as well and handles the ball a little bit more than McCaffrey. He's not your traditional 6'4" big guy, but as Tanner said, he has a couple blocks already in tonight's game, so he's a force to be reckoned with. He has 25 blocks on the season.
And Updike knocks down free throw number 2. Now here's Guthrie trying to drive down the left wing there. And a foul was called.
And I think I said McCaffrey, but I meant to say Updike there. Those are the two 6'4" guys. Updike, a little bit more of the traditional down low 6'4" center.
And Guthrie, deep three, missed everything. Rebound taken by Mike Knight. He finds Evan Amadon, who's going to whip a pass to the front court. Great job there by Davon Bloom to knock it away. He tried to save it, but it's going to stay Canisteo-Greenwood ball. That was a great hustle play there on defense by Davon Bloom. If he doesn't knock that Amadon pass away, that might have been an easy 2 points for Canisteo-Greenwood. So great job. Canisteo-Greenwood inbounds. Barker has it on the right wing. Now to the corner. He has Santiago. He's going to lose the ball. Nope, Barker's got it. He saves it for Canisteo-Greenwood. And he's got it in the right corner. Now Santiago has it at the top of the key. He's going to drive, throws up a wild shot. It almost goes. But the play was whistled dead. Foul called. Santiago's going to get to the free throw line. He's already got 2 points on the night. But I believe this is his first crack at the free throw line.
He is 71% from the line this year, 13 for 15.
And he's going to size up this first free throw here. Santiago. Oh, he only gets one free throw. It won't go. Updike offensive rebound, though. That won't go. Rebound taken by Davon Bloom. And he's going to bring it down the right side here. Bloom dribbles up to the top of the key. Now a little crossover. Davon Bloom to the rim. Right-handed layup goes. What a finish by Davon Bloom. He's the leading scorer on this team, so you like to see that aggressiveness out of him trying to get to the rim. Now here's Amadon. Passes it up to the top of the key to Santiago. Now he's going to drive right. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to the top of the key to Amadon. He lost it, but Santiago is able to save it as the clock winds down to under a minute remaining. Now right corner, here's Barker. Wants to drive, finds Updike there at the elbow. Back out to the corner to Barker for three, and it gets it to go. Good shot by Corey Barker. His first points off the bench makes it 16-27. Canisteo-Greenwood has maintained a pretty solid lead here throughout, well, pretty much the entire game. Now here's Bloom, top of the key. Being pressured by Santiago. Now Barker switches onto him. Guthrie's got it on the left side. Tries to pass it into St. Fard. His layup won't go. Rebound taken by Mike Knight. Gets it up the court to Barker. Barker dribbling around, being pressured by St. Fard, and he commits the foul.
Yeah, got in there a little bit on the chest and bumped him, so that's going to send Barker to the line.
St. Fard is an aggressive defender. I said earlier, he's kind of an unsung hero defensively for this Alfred-Almond team. He's averaging 2.7 steals per game. He's averaging 2.7 steals per game, and he is the only player on this team to record at least one steal in every game. So he tried to get aggressive there on defense, but it worked against him that time. Now
Barker only... Barker, I thought Barker was at the line.
He was at the line. He did miss the free throw.
Yeah. He's struggling from the line this year. He's 3 for 10 coming into tonight's game, so...
And now we've got a timeout called with 17.8 here in this second quarter.
So coming up at halftime, we'll give you the halftime scoreboard. We'll fill you in on games last night around the area, games going on tonight, games tomorrow. We'll get you all caught up with that. We'll give you some halftime stats for tonight's game as well, and give you our first half analysis and get you set for the second half. As really, Tanner, Canisteo got out to that 10-0 run. I feel like Guthrie and Bloom have tried to will the Eagles back into this, but Canisteo has been able to hold on to this lead pretty steadily throughout the first half here.
Yes, it's been an impressive start for them. They've been pretty good on defense, and they've gotten a lot of good shots on offense, got to the free throw line. They've been able to force some Alfred-Almond turnovers. They have 8 according to my stat keeping, only 3 for Canisteo-Greenwood, so they're taking good care of the ball. All things you have to do on the road if you want to win. You got to take care of the basketball, play good defense, and obviously play good offense, and they're doing all 3 of those. So great start for Canisteo-Greenwood. Hopefully go into the locker room, they don't lose their mojo, and they can keep this up coming out in the second half.
Yeah, quick turnaround for them with the loss 60-44 at Haverling on Monday. McCaffrey came out with a real quick start here tonight as well.
Now 14 seconds left. Bloom's going to bring it up court. He's going to give it to Guthrie at the top of the key. Now on the right wing, over to the right corner, here is Kays. Kays gives it back to the top of the key to Bloom. Now on the left wing, Guthrie throws up a long floater, won't go. He had to get it off as the shot clock was winding down. But that'll bring us to the end of the second quarter, where it is 16 Alfred-Almond, 27 Canisteo-Greenwood.
We'll be back with the halftime show next. You're listening to high school basketball in the Rams Radio Network on WLEA.net.
This game is coming to you thanks to great sponsors like Wegmans in the Hornell Plaza. It's a grocery store, it's a bakery, it's a deli, it's a pharmacy, and everything else you can name. Known for their pizza and subs while you get your groceries or pick up a prescription. Wegmans in the Hornell Plaza. They've got Wi-Fi internet access right inside the store and all kinds of great services at the counter. Money orders, MoneyGram, Coinstar, and Redbox movie rentals. Wegmans in the Hornell Plaza on Route 36.
Not sure what's going to happen to your current internet provider? Switch to award-winning Empire Access, your local company. Local, reliable, better, offering the fastest internet in town. They're not going anywhere. Get fiber optic internet and TV for just $65 a month. If you need faster speeds, gigabit internet is available. Empire Access means faster streaming, surfing, and gaming. And when you need customer service, you get a live and local representative. Grab all the info and make the switch today at EmpireAccess.com. EmpireAccess.com.
There's about 38,000 insurance agencies in the U.S. today, and using one who lives around here makes it more likely you won't be turned down on a claim, as opposed to someone online you may never see again. Why not use Christie at the Hartman Agency, West Main Street in Canisteo? The Hartman Agency can give you the insurance you need for homes, rental properties, auto insurance for mobile homes, trailers, ATVs, snowmobiles, life insurance, and disability insurance too. The Hartman Agency, Canisteo, they provide insurance for professional, business, and commercial needs. HartmanAgency.com.
Thanks to the Fillmore Shop and Save for helping bring you sports. Reasons to shop at the Fillmore Shop and Save? The bakery, the fresh produce, the meats, the gift and greeting card selection, the gasoline pump, the ATM machine, the money order service at the counter. The Fillmore Shop and Save is a great grocery store in the Allegheny County town of Fillmore. Save at the register and at the pump with the Perks card. Taste the quality. Shop and save in Fillmore.
We are back here at the Eagles Nest in Almond, New York, as the 5-4 Alfred-Almond Eagles trailing at halftime to the 4-7 Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins, 27-16. Let's give you the halftime scoreboard. Last night in high school boys basketball, no real close action in Section 5 last night in Steuben County or Livingston County or Allegheny County action. But tonight, lots of action going on in boys basketball. Dansville at Haverling, Andover at Houghton, Livonia 3-5 at Hornell 7-2, Campbell-Savona at Arkport, Canisteo, Avoca at Hammondsport, Prattsburg at Bradford, and Whitesville at JT. Girls basketball last night, Dansville beat Haverling 54-28. Wellsville beat Addison 52-37. Arkport, Canisteo beat Campbell-Savona 43-27. Alfred-Almond lost to Canisteo-Greenwood at CG 76-44. Lady Redskins 6-4. Lady Eagles 2-5. CG will play on the road Friday against Arkport, Canisteo. Alfred-Almond plays next on the 16th when they host JT. Girls basketball tomorrow, Waco at Livonia, 7 p.m. The Hornell girls, who are 8-1, play next on Friday at Alfred State when they take on Wellsville, who are 8-2 at the Dan Barkley Showcase. Tip-off at 6:15. College basketball, men's basketball, Hornell grad Sam Dagan, the junior guard, and the rest of the AU Saxons traveled to Houghton last night in an Empire 8 League matchup. AU won 85-54. Saxons are now 8-2 on the season. AU will host Utica College on Friday at 7 p.m. The Alfred State Pioneers are 8-6. A-State will play on Tuesday, January 15th, and that game on the road in Pennsylvania, 6:15 start. The Alfred State women are Rayanna Anderson and Emily Kelly, Wellsville grads, and the Alfred State Pioneers are 3-10, and they host. They play next. Tonight, actually, that game currently going on. And the Alfred University Lady Saxons lost to Houghton College last night, 86-68. The Lady Saxons are now 4-6. They will host Utica College Friday night at 5:30. SU is 10-4 and coming off their win on Saturday over Notre Dame. Tonight, they host the Clemson Tigers, who are 10-4. The 13-1 Buffalo Bulls, who are ranked 19th in the country, host Miami of Ohio on Saturday. Tip-off at noon. The NFL divisional playoffs are this weekend. Saturday, the Indianapolis Colts are at the Kansas City Chiefs at 4:30. Then the Dallas Cowboys are at the Los Angeles Rams at 8:30. Sunday, the Los Angeles Chargers are at the New England Patriots at 1. Then the Philadelphia Eagles at the New Orleans Saints at 4:30. That's your Elite Eight in the NFL. It'll be down to the Final Four next weekend and the conference championship games. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some stats for you from the first half, and we'll get ready for the second half of this Steuben County League matchup. You're listening to Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins basketball on WLEA.net.
K&K Auto on Route 66 in Hornellsville. Thanking you for listening to the game. K&K Auto, they do New York State inspections, oil changes. They sell new and used tires. K&K Auto, they take care of brakes, exhaust, shocks, and struts. They'll replace your battery, water pump, alternator, radiator, wiper blades, and check your engine and do light diagnostics. K&K Auto on Route 66. KandKAutoHornell.com. K, the word and, K, AutoHornell.com. K&K Auto.
Lions Will Music Shop on Main Street, Hornell brings music to your ears with new and used instruments, electric, bass, and acoustic guitars, violins, ukuleles. It's a full-service music shop with amplifiers, keyboards, power equipment, and instrument accessories. And now offering lessons for guitar, ukuleles, and voice. If you're having issues with an instrument, amp, setup, or electronics, call Lions Will or stop in to talk to them about repairs. Monday through Friday, 11 till 7, Saturdays, 11 until 6. Phone 607-590-7038.
Finding your new or used car from Maple City Dodge is easier than ever. Check out what's on their lot online at maplecitydodge.net. Their knowledgeable staff will answer your questions, help you find the right new car, and can assist you. So see your new and used Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram dealer online. See their showroom. Get pre-approval right online. At Maple City Dodge, they provide quality vehicles at a price you can afford. maplecitydodge.net. Maple City Dodge, Seneca Road North and Airport Road, Hornell.
Alrighty, we are back here at halftime as Canisteo-Greenwood leads Alfred-Almond 27-16. Canisteo-Greenwood got out to a fast start, 10-0. We're up 18-6 at one point. Let's start out with the Redskins, Tanner, and some halftime stats.
Well, Hunter McCaffrey led the way in that first half. He had 8 points. He had a three-pointer and then got to the line some. We had 6 points for Blake Updike, who had a number of offensive rebounds for them. The 6'4" center putting his height to good use there. Then Corey Barker came in off the bench and hit a three. He also had 2 points from Austin Freeberg, 2 from Rocky Santiago, and 2 from Mike Knight off the bench. And only 3 turnovers in that first half, according to my calculations. So they did a great job taking care of the basketball.
Great ball security there. Played very well. Didn't give the ball over a lot. Let's jump over to the Alfred-Almond Eagles.
For Alfred-Almond, offense was a bit of a struggle in that first half. Dylan Guthrie and Isaac Little led the way, both with 5 points. Davon Bloom, their leading scorer on the season, had 4, and then Jonas Kays had 2. They scored a little better in that second quarter. They had 10 points compared to only 6 in the first. And then Canisteo-Greenwood scored 18 in the first quarter. They dropped to 9 in the second, but still their defense was the story of that first half. So the way they've been playing, they can afford that. But you'd like to see them get back on track here in the second half. They're still sitting pretty, but still some improvements to be made, as always.
And I thought this game would be a little closer, and it still could when you look at their common opponents. Canisteo-Greenwood lost to Avoca 79-39. Avoca beat Alfred-Almond 84-32. Prattsburg beat Canisteo-Greenwood 75-48. Prattsburg beat Alfred-Almond 79-36. Canisteo-Greenwood beat Andover 72-47. Alfred-Almond beat Andover 53-51. So those are some of the combined opponents. And the stat that jumped out at me, of course, Canisteo 4-7. They're sub 500, while Alfred-Almond is just over 500, 5-4. When you look at the Eagles, they're averaging 37 points against teams with winning records, but averaging 52.7 against teams with sub 500. I thought they'd do a little bit better scoring. Canisteo-Greenwood against teams that are 500 or better, they average 51 points per game. They score 55 against teams sub 500, so really only 4 points better against teams with losing records, while on the flip side, Alfred-Almond scores a lot against teams who are sub 500. So when you also look at that, Alfred-Almond 4-0 against sub 500 teams, while Canisteo 2-4 against 500 teams. Now, obviously, you can maybe say the records aren't quite as close as maybe what we see out on the floor is. It looks like these are two pretty balanced teams. Maybe Canisteo-Greenwood tonight at least playing just a little bit better through a first half of the game.
And play has resumed here in the second half. And it's going to start out with a McCaffrey 3, won't go. And now out in transition are the Eagles. Here is Guthrie giving it up to Bloom. Lefty layup goes. Good start for them. That's just what they need. Davon Bloom, their highest scorer, getting out in transition, making life easy. Now here's Updike. Layup won't go, and looked like St. Fard tried to pull down the rebound there, but the ball ends up out of bounds. It will stay with Canisteo-Greenwood. St. Fard last touched it. Davon Bloom up to 6 points tonight. He's averaging 13.6 on the game. Now, quick little inbounds play. Santiago to Brennan Baker. He's been quiet so far. That's his first points of the game after scoring 13 in their last outing. Now here is Guthrie. He gives it out on the left wing to Davon Bloom. Bloom looking for something. Back up top to Guthrie. Guthrie surveying. He's going to kick it over to the left wing to Bloom. His 3 won't go, and St. Fard brings down the offensive rebound. Long rebound goes to him. Now up top, they give it to Little. Over to the right wing, St. Fard now back inside to Little. Won't go. Put back won't go. Another put back. This time it falls. Isaac Little. He had to work for that one, but it falls. He's up to 7 points on the night. Santiago's got it at the top of the key for the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins. He gets it over to the right wing to Amadon. Back up top to Santiago. Looking to penetrate. Driving to the left side. Pull up. Won't go. And the rebound taken by Little. Here's Guthrie out on the break. And he's going to take it himself. The runner won't go. But the rebound is taken by Alfred-Almond. And it won't go there. Kyle Margison checking into the game. But it's going to be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Amadon to inbound.
Now, the Eagles only average 5 points more here at home. They've only played 3 games at home. They're 2-1. While the Redskins, and you mentioned this in the Countdown to Tip-Off pregame show, they average 62 at home, but only 47 on the road. So if you're Coach Hoyt, you had to love how fast you got out here early on, but they've slowed down offensively.
And we're going to have a backcourt violation there. Bad pass. Santiago couldn't save it, so that's a turnover for Canisteo-Greenwood. That's their first of the half. They did a good job taking care of the ball in the first half, and those are the kind of turnovers that'll kill you, those unforced errors. Now here's Bloom at the top of the key over to the left wing to Guthrie. He finds his man, Isaac Little, but that pass looked like it might have gotten deflected. It's going to stay with Alfred-Almond. Guthrie inbounding. Guthrie, their third leading scorer on the season, averaging 10.8 points per game. Looking, he gets it over to the corner to St. Fard, back underneath the basket. Guthrie was out of bounds. Foot was on the line as he tried to save it. Another turnover for Alfred-Almond. Redskins take over. That's the 9th turnover for Alfred-Almond. They've been a little sloppy with the ball tonight, and that's showing up here on the scoreboard. 20-29 with 5 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Brennan Baker's going to inbound it to Santiago, who's done the majority of the ball handling tonight for the Redskins. Brings it up across the timeline to the top of the key. Now to the right wing, Amadon. Back up top, left wing, Baker. He's going to try and drive, and he finds Updike, but the play was blown dead. It's like a foul committed by Alfred-Almond. So it'll stay Redskin ball. Obviously, with a team as aggressive as Alfred-Almond on the defensive side, you're going to get those from time to time. Santiago inbounds it to the left corner. Now Updike has it. Updike pumps, and he is blocked by Bloom, but a foul. Blake Updike had a solid first half, scoring 6 points, and he'll get a chance to shoot some free throws here.
The Eagles actually have played a tougher schedule coming into tonight's game. Their combined opponents record 42-33, while Canisteo-Greenwood 55-60.
Updike, first free throw won't go, in and out. And the 11th grader will size up his second free throw. That one goes, so first point of the half for Updike comes on a free throw. Now Guthrie's going to bring it up for Alfred-Almond. He finds St. Fard there over on the right wing. St. Fard finds Bloom, who's got it at the top of the key. Step back over to the left wing to Guthrie. Guthrie drives baseline. Now gets it to Bloom. Bloom, little fadeaway jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Bloom, and he's going to go back up with it. And he is fouled. Davon Bloom able to draw contact there, trying to drive to the rim. And he will get 2 cracks at the free throw line. We talked about Davon Bloom. This is one heck of a scorer. He's averaging 13.6 points per game. He's got 4 of the team's 8 double-doubles this year. He's had 2 20-point games. The team is 2-0 in such games. He misses the first free throw, but he had 23 points at home in a win versus Andover and 21 here at home against Arkport Central. So obviously they want to get him going. He's such a key part of this team on both ends of the floor. His second free throw, no good. Rebound taken by Updike.
And that was a close game. They beat Andover 53-51, so they needed all 20 of those points. So he has certainly been a driving force for them, helping them to get to 5 and 4 on both ends of the court.
And now here's Santiago, long 2. That one goes. Rocky Santiago now has 4 points on the ball game. That little elbow jumper. Now Davon Bloom brings it up court.
He's averaging 5.7 per game is Santiago.
And now here is Guthrie, got it on the right side. Now kicks it to St. Fard, who throws up a wild shot. And it looks like he was fouled. Not a shooting foul, though, so it'll stay with Alfred-Almond. Guthrie will be the inbound man. Looking, he gets it to Bloom. Good deflection, though, by, I think that was Mike Knight, and they've got it in transition. Baker lost it. But it stays Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Great job there by Mike Knight getting up there with going upstairs with Davon Bloom, knocking that inbounds pass away from him, and it ends up Redskins ball. Now over to the left wing is Baker. Still got it on the left wing, dribbling. Gives it up to Santiago at the top of the key. Now they get it underneath to Amadon. He throws it away. Pass intended for Updike. That's turnover number 5 for Canisteo-Greenwood. Second here of the half.
Eagles had scrapped back into this just a minute ago. Back in the single digits for the first time as long as I can remember, 29-20. It's back up to 32-20, double-digit lead for the Redskins.
And now Guthrie's got it on the left wing. Guthrie being guarded by Mike Knight, who's giving them some good minutes off the bench. Now Bloom's got it in the left corner, being guarded by Amadon. He's got quite the height advantage there. Now he kicks it over to the right corner. Guthrie 3 won't go. and it's going to be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Brendan Baker's taken off in transition. Santiago, quick pass over to Updike. Now cutting to the rim is Baker. What a shot. Brendan Baker there, kind of a little up and under move, gives him the deuce, and it makes it 34-20 in favor of Canisteo-Greenwood.
Redskins leading scorer. He averages 16 points per game.
And they put that scoring ability on full display with that bucket. Now Davon Bloom's got it at the top of the key. Left corner Guthrie. Quick pass underneath the basket. What a block by Updike. Just got him from behind. Now Santiago's got it out in transition. St. Fard, what a block. Denying Santiago of what would have been an easy two otherwise. St. Fard's got it the other way in transition. Pull-up jumper. Looked like he missed everything, but Isaac Little able to corral the rebound. And I believe it's going to stay Alfred-Almond ball. Yes, it is. No, he traveled. So it's going to be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. And now Austin Freeberg checks into the game. The team's leading three-point shooter. Gives it up to Santiago, and he takes it up to the top of the key. Left wing, Brendan Baker. Now they find Knight at the left elbow. Baker finds himself open in the corner for three. Won't go. Rebound by Isaac Little. And they give it to Davon Bloom down the left side. Bloom driving. He's going to take it, and the shot won't go. Rebound Mike Knight. Gives it to Santiago. Off in transition is Baker. Tries to pump fake there, and he gets it to go. Tough shot over Arnold St. Fard, but Brennan Baker just goes up strong and is able to get the 2 points. 36-20 in favor of the Redskins. Now here is Guthrie trying to dribble right down the middle, and he is fouled.
If you're the Eagles, what you want to do here is you want to try to whittle this down to, a 10 or 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter if you're Coach Brian Marlott, just to get yourself in range there for the final quarter. Right now it's a 16-point lead, though, by the Redskins.
This is a team that averages 10 steals and 6 blocks a game, so they're more than capable of doing that. Here's Bloom, jumper, won't go, and Mike Knight fights for the rebound along with Isaac Little. They both end up on the floor there, but it's going to be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Brennan Baker, the inbound man, gives it up to Santiago. And he brings it across the timeline, then gives it up to Freeberg. Now left wing, Baker drives, pull-up jumper, it's good. Brennan Baker finding his stroke here in this second half. He's got 6 points in the quarter. He had 2 all of the first half, so it's good to see their leading scorer find his stroke. Now here's Isaac Little, left corner 3, won't go. Davon Bloom pulls in the rebound. No, excuse me, that was Arnold St. Fard coming up with the offensive board and the putback, his first 2 of the ball game. Now Brendan Baker, long 2, off the front of the rim. Little the rebound, he gives it up to Davon Bloom. He brings it up to the right wing, now over to the left wing. Jonas Kays pulls for 3. Comes up short. Now Freeberg up ahead to Santiago. Saves it. Tried to at least, but he ends up turning it over to Guthrie. Turnover number 6 for Canisteo-Greenwood. Now Guthrie gets a screen from Bloom, and he's got it at the top of the key. And he throws it away to Santiago. Another Alfred-Almond turnover. Santiago then turns it right back over. He lost the ball out of bounds. So a turnover fest here in this third quarter. It's starting to get that way. Had a few back-to-back turnovers by both teams. And now we have a timeout here as both coaches. I didn't see who called the timeout, but after a sloppy sequence like that, it doesn't hurt to recollect your thoughts.
We'll take a break with them and be right back. You're listening to High School Basketball on WLEA.net.
Are you finding it hard to shop and cook healthy meals with your busy, active lifestyle? Let Meals by DePew help. The main objective of Meals by DePew is to provide healthy portion-controlled meals without jeopardizing flavor. Meals by DePew will also deliver to your home. Sometimes you'll even get bonuses, such as top-secret recipes. Feel free to contact the owner, Rachel DePew, via Facebook. Email racheldepew1988@gmail.com or text 607-661-0711.
And we are back here, coming out of the timeout.
Yes, third quarter, minute 9 remaining, 22-38 in favor of Canisteo-Greenwood, holding firm, but it's going to be Alfred-Almond ball. Guthrie has it at the top of the key. Now he kicks it over to the right wing to Jonas Kays, who tries to drive, kicks it over to the corner to Bloom, steps back beyond the three-point line, and now he's gives it up to the top of the key to Jonas Kays, over to the left corner. Guthrie's going to drive, and Guthrie passes it out to Bloom. Step back, it's a long 2, and it goes. Davon Bloom, point number 8 on the night for him. Well, points number 7 and 8. Here's Santiago bringing it up for Canisteo-Greenwood, over to the right corner to Austin Freeberg. Baker cuts to the rim, but he's going to relocate at the three-point line. Now inside to Mike Knight. He's got it on the right baseline, kicks it out to the top of the key. Freeberg, quick pass over to Santiago. His runner is good. Rocky Santiago has scored 4 points so far in this half as the clock winds down under 10 seconds here. Davon Bloom's got it at the top of the key, over to the left wing to Guthrie. Guthrie crossover, tries to drive down the left side, dishes it inside to St. Fard. His shot is good. And that's how we will end off the quarter. Great job by Guthrie hitting the drive and dish. St. Fard gets a wide open layup under the rim.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action next. You're listening to the Redskins Radio Network on WLEA.net and Ustream.tv.
The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. Contact the Ryan Agencies today, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
This game is brought to you proudly by Perks Auto Care in Almond. Visit Perks Auto Care, North Main Street in Almond for tires, oil changes, batteries, and other automotive needs. Perks Auto Care carries the best selection of new and used tires in the area. Call Perks Auto Care 607-276-5485. That's 276-5485. Perks Auto Care, North Main Street, Almond.
All right, we are back here to start the fourth quarter with Redskins leading 40-26.
And it is Alfred-Almond ball. And we have Arnold St. Fard going to the free throw line as he was fouled to open the quarter. St. Fard, he's got 4 points tonight. He's averaging 4.8 on the season, so he's right at his scoring mark. His first free throw won't go, but he's not a guy that's going to go out and score a lot of points, it seems, from his numbers. He's a defensive anchor for this team. 2.7 rebounds, 2.7 steals. St. Fard is one of the unsung heroes defensively of this team, but he's got 4 points tonight, and he misses both free throws. Rebound corralled by Mike Knight, and the ball ends up in the hands of Santiago. He's got it. Baker, left wing, wide open three, off the rim, and the rebound is taken by St. Fard. Davon Bloom racing up the court in transition. Lefty layup goes. Oh, man, Davon Bloom, what a shot. He is 6'4". He was being guarded by 5'10" Rocky Santiago in the paint. Just the height advantage is too much for Santiago to overcome. Now it's back to Canisteo-Greenwood. Mike Knight has it under the rim. He goes up and he's fouled. No, he traveled. Thought they were going to get Guthrie there for a foul, but not before Mike Knight travels. So that's going to be turnover number 8 on Canisteo-Greenwood, and Alfred-Almond has it coming back the other way. Guthrie brings it across the timeline to the top of the key. Over to the right wing, St. Fard gives it to Jonas Kays, back up top in the hands of Guthrie. Looking to drive, cut off by Santiago. Jonas Kays is going to pull up for three on the right wing, no good. Rebound corralled, Mike Knight. And Santiago's got it heading off in transition for Canisteo-Greenwood. He gives it up on the right wing to Freeberg. Back up top, Santiago. Now Blake Updike comes up and gets it. Hands it back off to Santiago on the right side. Baker cuts to the rim. Pump fakes to get Davon Bloom out of his way. And then it looks like a foul is called. That was a great cut initially to the rim by Brennan Baker. and had a look. He just couldn't finish. He got Davon Bloom to fly past him. Just couldn't come up with it, but that's a great look, though. Santiago will inbound. And he gets it inside Baker. Little hook shot. Wow, what a shot by Brennan Baker over Davon Bloom. That's quite an impressive play there by Baker. At the height disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. The touch on the shot was enough to get it to go. Now Guthrie's got it at the top of the key. He's going to drive left. Step back three. Guthrie throws it up, and oh my goodness. That would have been quite the play. He was fouled there. The shot rimmed out. That would have been quite the play. But Guthrie's going to go to the line and have a chance for three nonetheless.
Redskins won the scoring in the third quarter, 13-10. And as you said, Baker warming up here, especially in the second half. I think he only had 2 in the first half. He's coming into the game only 21 points away from the 200-point mark this season.
That is correct. Only 2 points in the first half, but he's got 8 here in this second half. Guthrie knocks down free throw number 2. He missed free throw number 1. Guthrie averaging 10.8 points per game, and he's also the leading assist man on this team, averaging 3.5 a game and 1.7 steals also. So he misses free throw number 3. Offensive rebound goes to Davon Bloom, and Davon Bloom travels. And another turnover. That's turnover number 11. It's been a rough go of it for Alfred-Almond in the turnover department. They are losing that battle. Now Santiago brings it, gets a double screen at the top of the key. Looked like he had Knight there. Knight wanted it, but he gives it up top to Updike. And Updike gets it to the left wing, Baker. Now Baker's going to drive down the middle. Looked like he lost it off of his own man, Mike Knight. Now Bloom in transition. Layup goes, and a foul is called. He could not convert on the basket. But he's going to go to the free throw line. That's about the only way you can stop all 6'4" of Davon Bloom in transition is fouling, and that's what they had to do there.
Redskins average 53 points per game, while the Eagles average 44, so getting close to their season average, only 9 points away here with just over 6 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. They give up 58 points per game, while Alfred-Almond gives up 54 per game.
And Davon Bloom knocks down free throw number 1 and number 2, so 12 points on the night for him. And then Evan Amadon checked in for Canisteo-Greenwood for Mike Knight. Now here's Santiago, gives it up to the right wing to Brennan Baker. Baker's going to dribble toward the left side of the court. Now pulls up, picks up his dribble, gives it to Santiago at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Evan Amadon, and he throws up a pass for Amadon, but it's taken away by Isaac Little. That is the 10th turnover of the game for them. Now back the other way in transition. Davon Bloom starting to heat up. That's point number 14 for him. And we have a timeout called.
And and we'll take a timeout with them as they've cut the lead to 9 points here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Canisteo-Greenwood Redskin basketball.
You are welcome to become a patient of Dr. Ashdown. Adrian Ashdown, MD, is warmly accepting new patients, featuring personalized care for individuals of all ages, timely appointments available, electronic medical records, and online patient portal so you can communicate with your provider. If needed, referrals to the area's top specialists at U of R Medicine. Visit 6279 South Hornell Road, Suite B in Hornell, or call 607-661-4800 for an appointment.
The Italian Villa in Hornell, where you'll enjoy the best homemade Italian food. Serving up nightly specials, including Wednesday pasta night, Thursday chicken parm and team trivia, Friday fish any way you like it, and Saturday prime rib. The Argentieri family has been serving you homemade family recipes since 1958. And if you're looking for a banquet facility to hold that special party or meeting, consider the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street in Hornell, where you're treated like family. Reservations encouraged at 324-6063.
And we are back here, as you mentioned, Alfred-Almond, a scrappy defensive team. They've got this now down to single digits, a 9-point lead by the Redskins.
And it's going to stay 9 points as Brennan Baker, three-pointer at the top of the key, won't go. And now it's going to be Alfred-Almond ball, 9-point game with 5:21 left. And with a defensive team, a good defensive team like this, anything is possible. If you can force some turnovers and get get Davon Bloom out in transition. That's tough to stop. Now here is Bloom. He's got it on the right wing. He's going to give it over to the corner to Jonas Kays, who feeds it inside. Isaac Little, and his shot goes. 9 points for Little. And that's going to make it 35-42. This crowd's starting to get excited. They know their team has a chance to come back. Alfred-Almond. Now Amadon's got it right wing. Cutting to the rim is Baker. And he gets it over to the left corner to Santiago. Now McCaffrey. Little floater there from the left elbow. It goes. Hunter McCaffrey has 10 points. I believe that's his first of the half, believe it or not. Now St. Fard back the other way. Little pull-up. Won't go. He missed everything. Rebound Updike. Gets it to Santiago down the right side. Wide open in transition is Amadon, but he missed it. St. Fard the rebound. That's a tough one there for Evan Amadon. Now St. Fard tried to throw up a layup, but he traveled there. He was trying to throw it up over his head with his back to the rim. That would have been quite the shot had he made it, but unfortunately it was a travel on St. Fard. That'll be turnover number 12 for Alfred-Almond. And now Canisteo-Greenwood has it with 4 minutes remaining.
That basket by McCaffrey helped stop the bleeding 11-2 run by the Eagles. Now 11-4 run.
Now McCaffrey's got it at the top of the key. He's going to drive left side, throws up the floater, won't go. Brennan Baker, though, corrals the offensive rebound, won't get it to go. Rebound, Davon Bloom, and he's off in transition down the right side. Bloom's going to take it, and he is fouled on the play. Tried to throw up a little acrobatic layup there, won't go, but it was enough to draw contact and get him to the free throw line. He's got 14 points on the night, which is over his season average of 13.6. He's getting a little pep talk there from his teammates, getting ready for these free throws. Bloom, a senior, 6'4", guard/forward. And he will size up his first free throw here as his team is down 35-44, and it will stay that way as he clanks the first free throw off the front of the rim. Bloom here, sizing up free throw number 2. Still a 9-point game. That one in and out. Rebound taken by Hunter McCaffrey. Gets it to Santiago. And he's going to get a screen and dribble toward the top of the key there. Then Amadon is tied up by Jonas Kays. They're trying to get aggressive on defense is Alfred-Almond, but it's going to stay Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Amadon will be the inbound man. He throws it in the backcourt to Rocky Santiago, who's being guarded by Davon Bloom. Gets it to Amadon. Now back to Santiago. Give and go. Floater won't go. Rebound McCaffrey. And now he kicks it over to the left corner to Santiago, and he loses it. There's a fight for the ball. It ends up in the hands of Updike. What a turn of events that was. Now here's Amadon, doubled, kicks it out to McCaffrey. Over to the left wing, Blake Updike, one dribble pull-up, won't go. Rebound Jonas Kays. And he kicks it over to Davon Bloom. Just about 3 minutes remaining. Bloom has it down the right sideline. Davon Bloom, step back mid-range jumper, clanks off the front of the rim, and Updike makes contact there with an Alfred-Almond Eagle. It was Isaac Little as they were both trying to fight for the ball out of bounds, and we have another timeout.
So 3:10 to go, fourth quarter, 44-35 in favor of the Redskins. Redskins trying to improve to 5-7, while the Eagles trying to improve to 6-4. Redskins will play next on Friday night when they host Arkport Canisteo. We'll bring you that game right here on WLEA.net and Ustream.tv as well. We'll be on the air at around 7 p.m. approximately. So we'll bring you that game, and should be a good one. Redskins will be favored in that one, and they do play a little better at home, as we've given you the statistics on that, but trying to get out of here with a win as it's gotten a little tighter.
Well, Canisteo-Greenwood on a 2-game losing streak coming into this game, so this would be quite the statement game. To break that losing streak would be a big win for them. Santiago's got it. He's going to bring it across the timeline, being guarded by Bloom. Now kicks it over to the left wing to Evan Amadon. Amadon looking, kicks it over to the right wing to Brendan Baker. He's got it at the top of the key. Now left corner. Here's McCaffrey on the drive, and looked like he's fouled there. McCaffrey fouled. It's going to be inbounded by Santiago. Remains with Canisteo-Greenwood. And Dylan Guthrie will pressure the inbounder. He finds Amadon there over in the mid-range on the right side. Now McCaffrey on the drive. He's tied up again by Jonas Kays. And Jonas Kays is called for the foul. Another one where he was just trying to tie up the ball handler there. Jonas Kays picks up his second foul of the quarter at least. And now here's Santiago will inbound as it stays with Canisteo-Greenwood once again. He finds a cutting McCaffrey to the rim. His shot won't go. Rebound taken by Bloom, and he is taken off in transition. Three-point attempt from Bloom, missed everything. And it's going to be Canisteo-Greenwood ball as Bloom was the last to touch it. Bloom 14 points on the night, but he couldn't get that three-pointer to fall. Remains a 9-point game in favor of the Redskins. Time winding down here. Only 2.5 minutes left here in this game. If you're Alfred-Almond, you got to start getting some stops here, getting some steals and taking them in transition, because as the time winds down, it's going to get harder and harder for them to come back in this game. But Canisteo-Greenwood are doing good so far. Only 10 turnovers, 12 for Alfred-Almond. So they have Canisteo-Greenwood has turned the ball over a little more here in this second half. So the turnover disparity hasn't been too much of a problem for Alfred-Almond.
And, as you said, this is a big game. They're coming in with a 2-game losing streak for the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins, losing Monday night 60-44 on the road. They got to come here to the Eagles' Nest. They're sitting 2-3 in league, are the Redskins, tied with Campbell Savona, who they've already lost to, and Alfred-Almond here tonight. They win here tonight. They go to 3-3. They play Arkport, Canasarega, Friday, who is 3-7, 0-3 in the league. You get that win. Then the next two teams you have left in league is Hammondsport, who's 1-8, 0-4, and Addison, who's 10-0, 5-0. You go 3-1 here in league. You finish 5-4, and you might get that fourth position in the league tournament. So a big road win here for the Redskins if they can seal the deal.
And they're trying to hold on here. 2.5 minutes left. Here's Baker, a little pick and roll with Updike. And Updike gets the finish there at the rim. He is up to 9 points on the night for Blake Updike. Now here's Guthrie, throws it up to Bloom, and his shot falls. Davon Bloom up to 16 points on the night. Guthrie with the assist.
I'm a little surprised the Eagles aren't putting full court pressure on, kind of a little bit of a half court, but then they backed away. But I would think at some point Eagles are going to have to try and press the situation here, down by 9 with just over 2 to go.
Ball stays with Canisteo-Greenwood. Baker will inbound. Bloom pressuring him, and that's the guy you want pressuring the inbounder. 6'4" with those long arms, but he's able to get it into Amadon. Now up at the top of the key to Santiago. Brennan Baker has it right wing. He's going to drive. Davon Bloom looked like he had a steal and was about to take off in transition, but he committed the foul, and Coach Marlott unhappy with that one, as was Bloom. It's going to stay with Canisteo-Greenwood. 1:56 left in this game. Canisteo-Greenwood trying to hold on. Baker's going to get free throws. I believe Alfred-Almond is over the limit. Baker knocks down free throw number 1.
He's a 74% foul shooter.
But he knocks down both right there to put his point total at the night to 12. Now here's Guthrie bringing it up court for Alfred-Almond. He's going to try and drive down the left side. Pull up mid-range. Jumper no good. Rebound Santiago. And he is fouled by Arnold St. Fard. So it's going to be Canisteo-Greenwood ball. We have looked like the official signaled for a timeout, but the players are still on the floor here. I guess there was no timeout called, but Canisteo-Greenwood's huddling up. Oh, maybe there was. Now the players are heading over to their respective sides. Or was there a technical called? Santiago shooting free throws. Oh, that's what it... Yeah, it was a technical foul on Alfred-Almond, it looks like. And Santiago knocks down both free throws. So in a close game like this, that's not an instance you want to happen right there. A technical foul. Santiago misses free throw number 3. And he knocks down free throw number 4. That's going to put him at 9 points on the night. And that's a shot in the heart right there for Alfred-Almond. They were down about 9 points, but then that might take the wind out of their sails right there. Unfortunate call. Here's Baker driving down the right side. Baker pumping. What a move. Good footwork by Baker. He can't get the shot to go. Rebound Bloom, and he's taken off in transition down the left sideline in the left corner to Guthrie. Guthrie thinks about it, pulls up from 3, missed everything. Rebound, Evan Amadon, and he gets it to Santiago. Minute 25 left. Being pressured in the backcourt by Guthrie, but he's going to move it up to the front court. Finds Amadon. Now back up to Santiago. He's got it at the top of the key, being guarded by Guthrie. Updike comes up to set the screen. Updike rolls to the rim. He kicks it out to the right wing to Baker. Baker drives inside. Shot won't go. Jonas Kays has it. He's bringing it down the floor. He's got it. He's going to whip it over to the left wing. Guthrie, deep 3. He was a few steps beyond the arc. That one clanks off the front of the rim. Now McCaffrey open in transition. Good steal by Bloom. Tried to get it to Blake Updike there. A little 2 against 1, but Bloom picks up the steal, and Baker picks up the foul. So 47 seconds left. It's a 13-point game in favor of the Redskins. Davon Bloom is going to be headed to the free throw line here. And now Jonas Kays will check out.
Redskins will get their 10th win in a row in this series, going 14-2 in the last 16. Going 7-2 here at the Eagles' Nest in those 16 games.
Bloom can't connect on the free throw. McCaffrey has it going the other way for Canisteo-Greenwood. Left wing, Santiago tries to get it over to the right wing to Amadon, but good deflection by Zachary Patterson, coming in off the bench, seeing his first action. Last touch by him. It's going to stay Canisteo-Greenwood ball. Evan Amadon, the inbound man, gets it over to the right wing to Brennan Baker. Now they give it up top to Santiago. Over to the left wing. McCaffrey has it. Gets a screen from Updike. Little side pick and roll. Updike pumps. Goes up with it and finishes. What a performance tonight from Blake Updike. 11 points. He has been good in the pick and roll. They put him in that a few times, and he's had a few good buckets out of that. Now over to the corner. I think that was Logan Whittall attempting the 3. And it is saved up to St. Fard. He's going to pull up. No good. Ball batted out of bounds. It's going to stay with Alfred-Almond, but too little, too late. 6 seconds left. It is 37-53. Canisteo-Greenwood is going to hold on for the victory. 4 seconds left. Isaac Little throws up a shot. Won't go. Rebound Baker. And that'll do it. The Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins have defeated the Alfred-Almond Eagles 37-53.
So the Redskins get the victory. Let's take a break. We'll come back with the post-game show next on the Redskins Radio Network, WLEA.net and Ustream.tv.
As you know, you can listen to AM 1480 WLEA anywhere in the world by going to WLEA.net. And there's other places to find WLEA.net, like Little Town Living. Here's how it works. If you download the Little Town Living mobile app from your phone's app store, you can also listen to WLEA.net on your mobile phone, smartphone, iPhone, or tablet. Go to WLEA.net or download the Little Town Living app and listen from there.
Genesee Valley Agency in Artport. At the Genesee Valley Agency, they feel the true difference between one insurance agency and another is not merely the insurance companies and the options offered, but the people they hire to take care of their customers. The Genesee Valley Agency in Artport strongly believes that the way their customers are represented is a direct reflection of their business as a whole. They proudly serve over 10,000 customers in the Tri-County area.
And we are back here in the post-game show as the Redskins victorious here tonight, 53-37. And let's start out with the Redskins, Tanner, and their scoring here tonight.
Well, they had 10 turnovers on the night, but that's a whole nother thing. They did a decent job taking care of the basketball, at least in terms of the first half. Now taking a look at scoring, leading the way for them was Brennan Baker coming in with 12 points. He only had 2 in the first half, but he really kicked it on in the second half to ensure that Canisteo-Greenwood maintained their lead. Then Blake Updike had 11 points. He was pretty good tonight, got a number of offensive rebounds. They put him in the pick and roll a few times, and he was able to get some easy buckets off of that. And then number 10 had 10 points, Hunter McCaffrey. 9 points for Rocky Santiago. Got a few free throws at the end there for the technical foul, but overall he was good, did the majority of the ball handling. Corey Barker checked in, had 3 points off the bench, 2 for Austin Freeberg, and then 2 for Mike Knight.
And let's move over to the Alfred-Almond Eagles.
They were led by Davon Bloom. He had 16 points. Also had a number of nice plays defensively, steals, blocks, which is what he's done all season, so no surprise there. We had 9 points from Isaac Little. Dylan Guthrie had 5 points. All of those came in the first half. He struggled to find his shot a little bit tonight. 4 points for Jonas Kays, 4 points for Arnold St. Bard. And he had a number of nice defensive plays as well. 12 turnovers for them, though. They were sloppy with the basketball throughout a good portion of the game. And it came back to haunt them. It's just a rough night for them. They struggled shooting on offense. Their defense was good, but the offense was a bit of a struggle for them. So hopefully they can turn it around heading into their next contest.
And honestly, Tanner, it really came down to the start of the game where the Redskins went on a 10-0 run. They got out to an 18-6 lead. Outside of that, it was a pretty close game. It was 18-6 at the end of the first. Then Alfred-Almond outscored them 10-9 in the second. It was 27-16 at half. Then Canisteo-Greenwood outscored Alfred-Almond 13-10 and 13-11 in the third and fourth, respectively. So it was a close game, really, after that first quarter. But the Redskins got out to a great start on the road after coming in on a 2-game losing streak, not playing great on the road, got out to a great start and never trailed in the game.
Yeah, looked like Alfred-Almond just kind of caught them off guard there, and they were never able to recover after that 10-0 start. But just a rough night for them in general. Offense was a bit of a struggle. And like you said, they just couldn't recover from that 10-0 start. Great job, though, by Canisteo-Greenwood. They played good defense all night. We were worried pregame about if their defense could hold up, because they struggled on the road, but they did a great job. Offensively, they were good. Blake Updike had a number of offensive rebounds. He did a good job in the pick and roll, coming through when they needed him. Baker picked up his usual scoring load, so just a good game in general for them, and that's a great way to bounce back off a 2-game losing skid.
Yep, and they'll be at it Friday night. Again, the Redskins, when they host the Arkport Canisteo Ball Club, coming to the reservation, and we'll have that game for you on Friday. The Eagles, do you have their schedule in front of you, Tanner, where they play next? Do you have that? I have that
yes,
here someplace.
I do. So they played Canisteo tonight, then they play Houghton. They have Jasper coming up, Campbell-Savona, Whitesville, Bradford, Andover, and then Houghton once again. So, but their immediate next game is the 11th against Houghton.
So they'll play Friday night against Houghton. So there you go. Thanks so much for listening. Tanner Saunders, a great job. The lady boss on the video tonight. And we want to thank Brian O'Neill and the staff at WLEA and WLEA.net. Thanks so much for watching and listening. We'll be with you on Friday night from Canisteo when Arkport Canisteo comes to town to take on the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins, who are now 5-7 on the season. That does it for us, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll chat again Friday night on the Redskins Radio Network on WLEA.net, Ustream.tv, and the Ustream app for any mobile device.